All honor, praises, and glory to the only power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. Salutations to the Akim. Want to get one of the real life examples of the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai eating poison and live and still surviving, all right? And being here in the valley of the shadow of death and being subject to the oppression of Esau Edom. We are subject to the food that he offers. Like it says, we would have to go to him for the one of all things. Okay, to the heathens, to our enemies, man. And in that, we don't know all of the ingredients and the contents of the shit that he's pushing, irregardless of what he says is in there. All right, he's got his little nutrition facts or even other type products that don't even have that. Like, for example, if you go to one of this niggas motherfucking eating establishments, okay, you don't really know what the fuck is in there. All right, when he's preparing your food in the back, all right, or any of these larger corporations that one of the brothers may find themselves at, like for example, like an Urban Plates type establishment. All right, that's run by an Edomite, man. We don't know what the fuck he's doing. Back when he said you're getting the, you know what I'm saying, the salmon sandwich. You don't know what the fuck is ultimately how it prepares things that we get. And a lot of times there's very harmful ingredients in that motherfucker, man. Okay, going into specifically here, example of us eating poison and live there, I had to run this back through the spirit that there's traces of arsenic in your juices, man. Okay, in a wide variety of your fruit juices and different type of beverages. Okay, it's just going back to 2019, a report that says titled "Arsenic and Lead Are in Your Fruit Juice. What You Need to Know." Consumer Report finds concerning levels of heavy metals in almost half of tested juices. Here's how to protect yourself and your family. And ultimately it says to eliminate that shit from your diet completely. Alright. But in a place where the devil's not going to put arsenic on the ingredient list, how the fuck would you be able to determine that? Okay? And a lot of times we don't. That's why we offer it up to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to the Heavenly Father. And ultimately we are completely reliant on him to protect us in this place, man. Okay? To put Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's covering over things. Okay? It says fruit juice health halo has slipped in recent years, mainly because it packs a lot of sugar and calories. But there's another lesser known health risk with these juices. They may also contain potentially harmful levels of arsenic, cadmium, and lead, according to new tests from Consumer Reports. CR tested 45 popular fruit juices sold across the country, including apple, grape, pear, and fruit blends, and found elevated levels of those elements, commonly known as heavy metals, in almost half of them, including juices marketed for children. And when you look at a nigga in Spick's diet, if you go into the inner cities and more destitute communities all around Babylon. When you go into the markets and the grocery stores, that's all you see are fucking highly processed juice, okay, and different drinks and beverages. So much so that they can't even call a lot of them juice. They have to call it a drink or a juice drink, right? Even fucking clown Dave Chappelle did a segment on that about great drink. All right, that it's a completely processed, artificial components in that shit. Which is undoubtedly the shit that's got these heavy metals in it. You know, your fucking Tampico, fucking Orange Bang, and all that shit. What is that other Sunny D? You could taste the fucking the chems in that shit. All right, so it's all marketed to Jake. Another way that our people are being fucking wasted and swallowed up in this society. Okay, and they get them in the children, get them young, pack them with those fucking heavy metals, decalcify that pineal gland on the early tip. Okay, it says in some cases drinking just 4 ounces a day or a half a cup is enough to raise concern, says James Dickerson, PhD, Sears Chief Scientific Officer. Okay. Our tested focus on cadmium, lead, mercury, and inorganic arsenic, which is the type most harmful to health, because they pose some of the greatest risks, and prior research suggests they are common in food and drink. And Americans, especially the nation's children, drink a lot of juice. More than 80% of parents of children aged 3 and younger give their kids fruit juice at least sometimes, according to a recent National Consumer Reports survey of 3,000 parents. In 74% of those cases, kids drink juice once a day or more. Okay, so everybody fucking knows that's a staple for children in a children's diet is fucking juice. All right, and there you go. The arsenic most harmful to human health is present in a wide variety and range of the beverages that we consume out here, man. All right, not to mention all the other shit in our diet and whatever else chemicals and toxic ingredients are within. All right, so that's why we are wholly reliant on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, like it says, no weapon formed against thee. That's a weapon. All right, the Esau is a very calculated devil. All right, how he studies his enemy and he invents and crafts weapons and different ways to harm the Israelites. Okay, his top target on the planet, the Black, Latino, and Native American, the Israelite. All right, is he finds very intricate and highly calculated ways to destroy us. All right, and that through what is known as nutricide. It's not always does he have to come at you with the sword or spear or fucking or rifle or Gatling gun like this nigga has in the past, or firebomb fucking with the U.S. military like he did in Tulsa. He can come at you indirect, okay, and has been people in a clandestine attack. I mean, it's not always it's not in the forefront. It's underhanded. So those weapons won't prosper to the one that cleaveth to Yahweh Shem Shai, that abide by his will. Okay. The Most High, which man in history, who the fuck in the history of mankind that trusted in the Most High and been confounded? All right. So when he preserves them that trust in him, okay, and of course all that pertain all that entails, all right, all that is required of us of Yahweh Shem Shai, is it not a fair trade, so to speak? And really, it's not. What we're getting from the Most High far outweighs what is required of us. Okay, we're talking about divine protection from the Creator of the universe. Okay, a fucking straight up force field around you, so to speak. Okay. This is Ezekiel 4:13, and Yahweh said, "Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." All right? And the apostles and elders explained it beautifully as no matter where you go in the world, and especially here in the Great Babylon, Israelites went under captivity and still are to this day. All right? As a whole, we are fucking, we're in the bottom position on the planet, man. And we are indeed in captivity still to this day to our enemies, primarily Esau, Edom. All right? And in that, we are subject to what they give us, whether it be poisonous or toxic, okay, whether it be completely lacking in nutrition and all the other factors that are associated with the food that we have to fucking eat. All right? Being in that captive state, we're subject to that. So no matter what, you can expect that your bread is going to be defiled. There's no point that where you thinking you fucking got it. All right? And we're in a place of comfortability to where we've got the desirable type grub or something that's even fucking you know, that's beneficial to us. It's all fucking defiled, man. But we, of course, we choose the lesser of the evils. All right, and of course refrain from the unlawful. When we find out something has, and we of course we do, as as diligent a search as possible. All right, on something when we grub it, as diligent a search as possible for it not to be lawful, for it to be lawful, and if not, to refrain, right? Of course, but there's even things where you won't know right off the bat. All right, like for example, there's a establishment, a fucking Issacrite grub, years ago, when the motherfucker told us that they didn't use Manteca, all right, and then you go back later, and then all of a sudden they tell you, no, we've always used Manteca, you know, and the previous fucker capped to you, or whether it was they capped or what they did, they were unaware. You see, we don't we you don't know how your food is being prepared, and that's a condition of slavery. All right, and also of this defiled place, this wicked, defiled, uh, completely upside down fucking society, man. All right, so we can expect this, but we have covering over it. Okay, your boy Paul. All right, you know he got um injected. He got injected with a venom. All right, a poisonous venom, which is that the snake venom. All right, and they said, "Oh, he's sure he's gone. He's done," but not so. All right, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's divine covering is likened to a force field. All right, is in Mark 16:18. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. All right. So this is a specific example. This is a literal, direct example of the men of the Habashim Yahushai drinking poison, drinking a deadly thing. Arsenic is very highly poisonous. That's what they use to fucking to assassinate people. Drop some of that in their drink, and they're done. So, uh, we've been over here drinking arsenic, man. All right, and you had a lot of Jake likes juice. Jake fucking loves juice, man. Let's be real. And their children, okay, and our children. So the Most High is the source of preservation. Okay, He's the source of the issues of life and of death. Okay, and we're wholly reliant upon Him. And this perfect this right here, being in that mindset and that spirit, is perfect preparation for the time that we're coming into. All right, a time when there's going to be death on every side. When it talks about the troubles that the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai would be delivered out of. Okay, 7 just meaning a complete number. All right, it's going to be innumerable situations and scenarios of death, and the potential and possibility for death on every side. All right, and on an incessant basis from the time this shit cracks off. All right, until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, His Son, cracks the clouds in the to beam up the elect. Okay, from the second this thing cracks off, when it's a distinctive period in time and act, it's gonna be an extremely distinctive moment in time when this thing cracks off, when the whole world knows, oh fuck, it's over, it's done, this shit is over. Okay, when there's societal collapse, financial collapse, right, these this whole fucking society breaking the fuck down, all the calamities mentioned in the scriptures. All right, men invading one another, the purge out here, mayhem. great tribulation. All right, from that moment to the end, we're going to have to be entirely wholly reliant on the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to deliver us, man. Okay? Talks about how Yahweh, the Bashem Yahweh Shai, the spirit, is going to be our guide in that day. And when you go into it, a guide, when you go into that word and the breakdown of that scripture, it literally means that it's going to point us in the direction of where to go. All right? And that's what you see in every single scenario of calamity and of disaster, what they call these so-called disaster movies, and any depiction of the end times or a massive destructive event going down in society. You always see that the main protagonist of the story has to overcome fucking an innumerable amount of scenarios of destruction, all right, near death experiences until to get to the end. And it was always them narrowly escaping death, all right? Like, if they took any other route than the one they did, then they'd be fucking under in a sinkhole somewhere, all right? But you see, each maneuver and step they took was the right one for them to be delivered. And that's what the scenario is going to be like for the elect. All that is a representation of the elect in that day, man. The Most High is going to be guiding their every step. And then we're going to be even more so reliant on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to protect us in that day. All right? And to feed us. As we won't have any source. A nigga can't drive up to the burger spot, you know? So now is the time, more than ever, to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay? And to cleave unto him. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, okay? We have the blueprint. And now it's time more than ever to lock in as an army of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to be ready for metaphorical deployment. All right? So with that,